next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
But it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 22. Throwing Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes Diggs. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kadarius Toney his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to 80s. Greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gunn for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes Diggs. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. They're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now a give coming right is Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Dancing to his left. First down and more for Allen. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know who we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second and 7. Back to throw. Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, Barkley, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, he gets away from one. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to the fullback on the dive. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Gano's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Play action. Now it's Allen. Slide back. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. The Bills
Thank you, Easter Bunny.
on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Yo.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
He on the phone, I think. All right, he ain't talking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 88 yards rushing for him now.
Huh?
The touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, yep.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll go to Barkley again.
Easy. Easy. Talk about he kicked my ass. Never again. 30-14. Well, it's going to be 31-14.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score.
Nah, I was beating him before he got the phone call.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon.
Yeah, I know.
You were looking at a defeated team.
As my son would say, he get ready to skedaddle.
And here comes Diggs. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I know. You're international now, RTP. All the niggas want you. You got that target on your back. That's why I was laughing.
Went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
And then where you got to go.
Confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. I also showed confidence in the defense.
Stephon Diggs, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards.
Right.
And the Bills have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for two here. Allen. Forced out to his left. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on,
Fourth,
2 points for them.
a minute 56.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
He just scored. I'm sure he hear every word.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot better
nah.
now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here.
He said Buck Lucky. Oh, yeah.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their
That's $1. Let's get, can we have 2?
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. This will be a Giants first down as
that's $2.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. As the clock
Well, he got $1 left, people.
Not totally home free yet, but
We're going to make them holler for that dollar.
First and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Oh, we got a first down. That dollar don't make no difference.
Past the 50. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
I'm glad you're in here, so you know I beat his ass. Talking that shit to me. You got me fucked up.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand.
You won't hear me say I'm going to stick my finger in somebody's ass.
It happened in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
I ain't even going to pick a play. I'm going to let him know he got beat. Let the clock run down. Let him know he feel it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull the plug. He's dead.
The Giants ran it one more time, ball pop free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
I had a whoop for you, Toby.